Hey all, Ryan here from Planetary Lapidary, and today I have a special video. I find myself wanting more machines, more versatility. I just have my flat lap, my 6-inch saw, my 10-inch saw, then this is a little machine I've been working on that you'll see in the future. But today I have this drill press and I've been going around and around deciding what I want to do with it. And I think what I'm going to do first, is I have these pads, these ceramic pads, I think, and you can use them dry. So I think what I want to do is I want to try to make this drill press into like a dry overhead sander. So it's not going to be too much, I don't think. I just have to get this out of the way, and then I think I'm going to build a box from the bottom up and around it, and then put a little hole in the side so I can put a little vacuum or something in for the dust. And then I'll put like a piece of plastic over the front so you can see what you're doing. So I'm gonna start seeing if I can get this fence or get the table out of the way enough and get that thing in there and see what it looks like with that insert in there. That was fairly easy actually. So let me get down on this thing here. So I actually have a pretty decent amount of room here. So I think like I said, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a base, and then I'm gonna build a box up like to here, and then over the top just a little bit, I think. And then I'll put a piece of like plastic over here so you can see what you're doing, down just a little bit. And then maybe over on this side, I'll put a hole in the side of the box for the vacuum. All right, so let's get out in the garage and see what we can come up with, I guess. Okay, so all my pieces are done. There's my box. Got my hole for the vacuum tube for afterwards, and then these little wedges will go right here. And then that piece of plastic I just cut will be right over the top here so you can see the actual disc when you're working on it. So let me get this thing put together, get it fastened, and we'll try it out. So a few days it took me to put this thing together, but this is what we got. So we got our box. I got 2 holes in the bottom that'll bolt right to the bottom of the drill press. I got a nice clear thing up here so you can see in the front. And then on the top here, I got some hitch clips, and this piece actually comes off. I'll show you. Take these clips off. And then this piece actually comes up. Hopefully. Oh, here, let me grab it with this hand. Maybe. Yeah, okay, there we go. This piece comes up very tightly, I might add. I just have some dowels sunk in there, and then this goes on. So then now all you have to do when you want to get this thing, here's the drill press, and it's going to be totally detachable. So all you got to do is just go right up like this, slide it right back, And there it's set on there, it's pretty centered on there, and then I just put your bolts through the bottom. So let me just get the rest of this thing set up and I'll start it up and see if this thing shakes apart or if it's nice and solid. Okay, so we are all attached. So as you can see, I just have some tightening knobs in here that bolt this thing right to the table, and this thing is solid, like it's not even moving a tiny bit. And then even this is the original table. It actually sits on this piece to even make it a little more sturdy, so that actually is pretty sweet too. So what else? This is the hole for the vacuum tube. I'm not 100% sure what kind of vacuum I'm going to use yet. I have this little guy that I was going to use for this machine, but I think now that I have two machines that'll use it, I'll probably get like a shop vac or something. But this is how it'll go in. So then, you know, you're going to be standing right here, so it should just be going right into the hose. But I guess the last thing to do is just turn this thing on and just see if it vibrates at all, see if it seems like it would be good. So let's do it. Ooh, yeah, I actually like that a lot. It's actually pretty quiet. It's not hitting, nothing's vibrating. So I think it turned out totally perfect. And then if I want to change discs a little easier, I can just take this piece off, you know, loosen this, take it out, switch the disc, or I can probably just switch them underneath here too, but really cool. So I'd say this is the first attachment I'm going to make for this drill press. I'm going to try to make another one that is like this, that I can do like use like bore bits and cut out circles. You can get them up to like 1 inch, you know, or maybe even a little bigger. So I want to kind of make something with water that sits on here. But that'll be the good thing about this. I'm going to make all these pieces so that they can just interchange on this drill press, I think. But first one, I think, was definitely a success. So, all right, if you like this video, leave a like, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.